Hi, creative souls. Thanks for stopping by my channel. I hope you get a little bit of inspiration from this painting that I'm doing here. And along with the painting, I've just got something to talk about. I hope it inspires you. First of all, the painting was created from an inspiring meditation I had back in early September. The symbol at the base of the painting, which you will see about halfway through or so, it's under a tree's roots, and it, according to sacred geometry, it's the seed of life. This painting is a really important painting to me. It has a lot of meaning for me about my journey since my awakening last June, after 2 years of living in a narcissistic situationship. So yeah, it's has a lot of meaning for me. So anyway, leading on, this is kind of the talk that I'm talking about is in relation to this painting, and the painting is in relation to the talk. So it's all intertwined. On a spiritual level, 2024 was about first of all, before I go on, I'm not as eloquent at all this spiritual discussion like a lot of other YouTubers are, and I'm really new to this. This is my path that I'm supposed to be venturing on, and this is my way of being in service to the universe and the collective, and I'm doing my best. I'm not used to talking on video in this way, and I'm not really used to being seen either, certainly not in relation to my spiritual belief, my faith. So just please bear with me, okay? Thank you. Okay, on a spiritual level, 2024, just briefly, was about reconnecting with the universe, God or higher source, Allah, Jehovah. They're all one and the same. It's all one high source, and our spirit guides, our ancestors, and the archangels, and we all had a chance to reassess our relationship with our faith in the universe and our understanding that we're all connected as one consciousness. That was an important thing for this year. And if you've gone through awakening and have a lot of inner healing work to do, this year was also a big year for addressing those issues, which I'll talk about in a minute. So, but if you're connected to, if you can develop a connection with God and your guides, it will make the whole journey so much easier. It was a time to birth something new that would benefit our growth and set us up on a path to ascension. But, you know, transformation takes much work. So going within to seek whatever is needs healing was a journey we had to acknowledge. And if we don't, God just will not let us miss a step in the transformation process. We can't transcend. We can't go through that ascension process at all. He'll hold us back. All the inner work you do is an in-depth journey to self-discovery, self-exploration, and learning to trust yourself, your intuition, regaining your power, especially if you've undergone severe trauma in your life. Calling back your power is a big part of all this, and it's a monumental milestone for you to just discover what you are capable of, and that you realise who you are. So I'm an empath, I'm clairaudient, I'm clairsentient, I do get downloads from spirit, and I'm just now reconnecting with my spirit guides after some time, due to personal stuff. I've had a big gap. I've always been a spiritual person, and I've always had faith, but I've had a big gap in my ability to be able to focus and connect. I hope that makes sense, because I'm not sure how else to explain it. 2024 was a year of healing and rebirth. There's probably more info on the net about all this, but pretty much in a nutshell, that's it. On a cosmic level, 2024 had many ups and downs that were all significant to all of us in one way or another. For me, Lionsgate on August 8th is a must each year, and in the last 2 years, that day was pivotal for me in my reconnection to the universe and my confirmation of my faith in the divine and the universe as a whole, as in that, like, remembering that we're all connected and that we are all one. September was also an important month. It was the time to, figuratively speaking, plant a seed or seeds to nurture for harvest time in October. So seeds, as in intentions. Setting intentions was in preparation for the October eclipse, which was about change and growth and transformation. And my intentions were to continue working on my creative endeavours, my art, as in my drawings and paintings, and my junk journals, memory keepers, or dream journals, whatever you want to call them. All my creativity is inspired by my faith and understanding of the universe, and has always been created with my faith in spirit. When we set intentions, the wheel of fortune is turning in our favour, providing we can stay on course and our intentions are of the light. And now I'm bringing up the Wheel of Fortune because in the meditation it was referenced by the when I got the vision of the seed of life, because that actually came to me as a vision. Spirit gave me that vision. The seed of life was spinning really quite quickly, and probably not super fast, but it was spinning quickly, and within the meditation, I got the likeness of this happening in comparison to the Wheel of Fortune turning. So I guess, yeah, that's why I saw this symbol spinning, was because I got I got references to the Wheel of Fortune within the meditation. So I'm just going to read you a bit of my notes from that meditation, which was back in, it was on the 10th of the 9th, this was all from. So it's water damaged, so all the ink has run, which is not going to make it easy to read, but I'll see if I can make sense of it. Spirit told me that something about, I can't quite make this out. So the Wheel of Fortune is about our destiny and also change. So that's in keeping with the eclipse season in October, change, growth and transformation. And I was also told that our intentions or our life's purpose, it's already in existence before we even think of the idea. And just this is all for a whole nother video, one that I'm not definitely not really I know about it, but I'm not qualified enough to talk about it yet, so what I'm trying to say is that it's just, we just need to remember, I'll just find my words, just pull the teeth out and put them back in again, remembering that we exist on more than one timeline. Okay, so it's already in existence before we even think of the idea. Once the idea is thought of, we bring it into existence and the wheel turns. The closer we get to alignment, the faster the wheel turns. And now that brings me to the seed of life symbol that I was given in the meditation. When I saw it, it was spinning in a clockwise motion, and that's why it's kind of referenced with the Wheel of Fortune, because it was likened to that. And I'm just adding this in because I was given a little download just before that the faster, going back to the closer we get to alignment, the faster the wheel turns. This is in relation to 2025. It's a fast-moving year. It's a year of action, and it's, for some of us, some of our blessings and gifts are going to come in quickly. So some of us who have been manifesting in the right way, things are going to come to us quickly. Excuse me. But just thinking of the idea it's not enough. Once we think of an idea, we need to put it into action. We need to plan things out. We need to start working on it, and we need to be diligent at our work. We need to stay focused, and if you just sort of think of our purpose as a seed, we plant it in the ground, and if we don't water it and nurture it, make sure that it gets all the sunlight that it needs, or the right environment, if we don't talk to it and give it attention, it's not going to grow. It will shrivel up and die. Just will not exist. So we do need to put all our attention into our life's purpose as much as possible. Because some of us will probably be working on our life's purpose along with other, we all have lives, 3D lives, and we have to make it all fit and work together. But yeah. Alright, so going on. This is a take 2 on this part of the recording, by the way, because I've already done all this, and I didn't hit the little microphone, so I was talking to myself and not recording what I was saying. So I've just had a good old chuckle to myself. My intention or my purpose is my junk journals and my art. Both of them are creative, and I enjoy doing both. I live on my own. I don't work. I'm 61 years old, and I'm on a disability pension. So I have all the time in the world to be putting all my focus onto what I do, and I have progressively been doing that. I can do a whole lot better. I am accountable to my actions of procrastination, but I am working on that. So that takes me to focus. Don't lose focus. Try not to procrastinate, and try not to get distracted by things that are of no relation to your purpose. Apart from like your normal life stuff that you have to do, the things that you have to do, try not to get distracted by other things, other new ideas, and other pastimes and stuff that really aren't going to progress your journey at all. Because if you don't give it enough time to what you originally started, it's going to come to a standstill, and basically you're operating from a place of fear. Procrastination is a place of fear, and allowing yourself to be distracted is a place of fear as well. Like, for example, there are some days I'll start, it usually happens with my paintings and my drawings. If I come to a point where I just can't seem to get it to work, I lose heart really quickly, and I'll think, oh, to hell with it, that's it, I'm not doing it, and I'll just put down the brushes and the pencils and what have you, and I'll go and have coffee with a friend. And while there's nothing really wrong in that, if you come back and get straight back on and, with fresh eyes, that's fine. But usually for me, I'll come back, I'll make a coffee, and I'll sit on the couch and I'll watch a YouTube video, or do some housework, or I'll think, oh, I need to go do this now, and I'll need to go do that now. And, I'll find things to do that completely have me ignoring my art studio. The painting's not going to get finished. The intent that I started the painting with gets lost. That's happened to me before, and that frustrates me, because then I lose the original vision that I had for the painting. It changes, and that just makes my job even harder. I mean, sometimes my artwork does change all by itself. It evolves, and that's okay if it happens organically. It's meant to happen that way. But if I've done it because I've just avoided it, that annoys me, because I can't get it back. I can't get back that initial inspiration that I had, that I started with. So it just doesn't work. And all of this, especially from Lionsgate, and then September is straight after. September and then harvest season in October, the harvest moon and that. All of this is the lead up to 2025. 2024 was a year of a lot of challenging inner work, and a lot of challenging a lot of being accountable for ourselves, which is also challenging for many of us. That's what I meant to say. So, and I'm one of those people, I'll be honest. I'm one of those people. My spirit guides know it. And I've said to them, life is going to be interesting for you guys with me. You will find out all about it. And they already know. They already know. So, if they have been patient though, really, really patient, and encouraging, and I'm grateful for that. So anyway, I'm going to talk more about 2025 at the end of this video. For now, I'm going to go on to the painting to give you a bit more of the trials that I had through producing this. At the beginning, when I did the first couple of layers, and then I put on I put the paper on. I always use paper in my mixed media, and I really wanted that paper to be visible, and I just got a bit too heavy-handed with the paint. I honestly have no clue about how to create a really good abstract painting. Personally, I can't see anything in abstract paintings. They're really just not my thing. But I wanted to give it a go because I had been watching a couple of YouTube artists who I quite enjoy seeing their work. I like to see their process. And I wanted to give it a go, and it's just not my thing. I just can't do it. And so the background is kind of abstract, but of course the Tree of Life is semi-realistic, and the interesting thing with why I came up with the Tree of Life, it was meant to be a flower. I did start painting a flower, and I was using a flower out of my own garden as a reference, and it was shocking. Now I can draw flowers and I can paint flowers, but this one just turned out terrible, and I couldn't see how to fix it. And I was sitting out here in the lounge one day, just actually with no TV on or anything, just sitting in the quiet, and I was thinking about it, knowing that I had to go into my studio and continue on with this painting, so that I could get this video done before now. And I just couldn't think what to paint, and I just put it out there. All right, what should I paint? What do I do? Do I do a botanical type flower, or what? I don't know what to do. And I got this little voice pop in my head, the Tree of Life. And it was like a light bulb went off, and I thought, well, duh. I've got the seed of life there, why not do the Tree of Life? And for everything I've been through in the last, 4.5 years, 3.5 years, 2, 3, say 4 years, the Tree of Life was perfect, because it represents a firm foundation. Those roots are firm in the ground, and it's standing tall and well balanced, and it was, I don't know why I didn't come up with it before. I needed some sort of a download to give me the idea. It's like I don't have a mind of my own at the moment. But yeah, so that's how I came up with that. And then I had it's been a long time since I've painted a tree, and I really didn't know how to go about the leaves. I thought, I can't just do every leaf. That would just be ridiculous and time consuming, and I just don't think it would work. So I just painted in different greens, and worked on my values to give it depth, and I think it actually turned out really quite good in the end. Excuse me, hang on a sec, I'm just going to have a drink of my coffee. And then I wasn't happy with the under the branches. I wasn't happy with the paint, the background in that section where the trunk is, and I couldn't think what to do there. I couldn't even visualize what would look good, and in the end I went with like a dry brush of white, just a translucent layer, and then I decided to do it around the tree itself, so that it kind of gave the impression that there was a bit of a glow. And of course I had to have my orbs. I always, well, nearly always, will put orbs and sacred geometry symbols in my artwork. Yeah, it's those and butterflies, moths, like lunar moths, ladybugs, and dragonflies. Sometimes bees, but not very often. Yeah, all those things will, not all together, but will appear in my artwork. So of course I had to have orbs in this one, which when I put the ink on, the alcohol ink in the pearl white, that sort of told me that I had to have orbs. I got like little orby bits around my tree leaves. So what I did with those, I just painted over it with a thin layer of white, just to bring them back up again, because they sort of faded into the background. And now what I'm doing right this minute now is using gelatos, and adding just a little bit of colour to give them that pearlescent sort of appearance. I can't wait to see this varnished. I might have to redo the gold leaf on the tree's roots, but we'll see. This is going to take pride of place in my art studio. It's not going to be for sale, but if it will do good prints, I will create prints for it for my Etsy shop. Yeah, my Etsy shop needs a little bit of work, so I'm not ready to really promote it too much yet, but I will do in videos coming up. So it's done. I'm actually quite proud of this. I didn't have a reference, I just painted it, and I think it turned out actually not too bad. I'm Jenny, the voice behind the video. It's scary getting on, actually putting myself on camera. I've battled a lot of my adult life with self-image issues, and getting over it though. So, you know, beauty is from within, as they say. So, yeah. Anyway, so that video was a bit kind of deep, I guess. I've got hair annoying me. Somewhat of how 2024 has impacted me, and I guess in some ways how 2025 might impact me as well. I'm not going to talk too much about that because the video's already been quite long, and this is actually a second take of this part of the video, and the first one was like 25 minutes or something, and I thought, oh no, that's just too long. So I'm going to try and keep it short, sharp and shiny and sweet. I actually did do a little write-up, actually almost directly from a thing on Google. I googled what 2025 actually means spiritually, and so I've got notes here to read out. It's not very many. All right, so essentially what it means is transformation, renewal and balance. 2025 adds up to a year number 9, and there are 4 main points, 4 main aspects that are important for the year. So the first one is closure and renewal. So we all know, say goodbye to all that does not serve you, and if it's not for your highest good, you do not want it in your life. Say goodbye to negative and toxic situations and people, and you know that even if it's difficult to do that, you'll do it anyway because it'll be for the better for you, and as soon as you do, not long after, new doors are going to be opening. So then you'll have a renewal, you'll have a rebirth and new beginnings, and everything will be good. Well, that's the plan. Number 2, compassion and service. All right, so no matter who you've come in contact with in the past, have compassion for them. You don't have to let them know that you have. You forgive them, and you don't have to let them know that they're forgiven. You're doing it for your own growth. You're not doing it necessarily for their benefit. And the service side of things is with your healing, you will soon find out what your purpose is, and it's up to you whether you decide to commit to it or not. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what that means. 3 is transformation and spiritual maturity. Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. With healing comes transformation. With transformation comes transcendence and ascension. It's a long process. It it is going to be an aspect for next year, but I think it's an ongoing thing, no matter what the year. And spiritual maturity, well, it's that's committing to having your faith in the universe, in God, the angels, and your ancestors and spirit guides, and living in the light, living with unconditional love for people and empathy. All that is spiritual maturity. And the fourth one is creativity and expression. So 2025 is big in imagination and art, anything creative really, and self-expression. So on an astrological basis, there's going to be significant planetary alignments, social inclusiveness, and economic resurgence. And this one I'm not too sure about. I'm very, very dubious because of AI, advancements in technology. I find AI scary, but I'm sure the divine will look out for us. Balance. Time to find a happy medium between dreaming and doing, and to honour the past while letting go of what no longer serves you, for your highest good. Simple pleasures. It's time to pause and reimagine what fulfillment looks like, and to tune into life's pleasures, simple pleasures. Presence over productivity. It's time to prioritise presence over productivity, connection over consumption, and meaning over materialism. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. If you want further information, more explanation on those different aspects, I'm sure you can find that sort of stuff online. I'm quite sure that there are a few spiritualists who have got blog posts that have written about it already, or there's probably something on YouTube about it. If you just search 2025, all the videos will come up, and you can just pick one. So apart from that, Spirit tells me to tell you that if you've only just awakened and you've only just started healing your inner child and working through all your stuff that you need to work through, don't feel that you're going to be left behind. Keep going and listen to your intuition. Your higher self will tell you what you need to do, and just follow through as best as you can. And if you have challenges and can't do something, seek help, seek advice, whether it be from someone in the 3D who has gone through the same thing as you and is a bit more far along than what you are. Maybe they have some strategies for you, or maybe there might be somebody else in the 3D who can help. And meditate or practice mindfulness. Sit in the quiet for 10-15 minutes every day and ask your spirit guides for help. You're not alone, not at all. And the divine and the archangels and your ancestors and your spirit guides, they actually see everything. They know what you're doing. They know how hard you're trying. They know that you might not be as far along as the next person. It doesn't matter. I'm not, I'm feeling quite really happy and peaceful and balanced, and I feel like I'm in alignment. But that doesn't mean that like I'm right at the top of the ladder type of thing. You know, it doesn't mean that. But I know that I'm somewhere on that ladder, and that I just have to keep plodding on and keep doing what I'm guided to do, and what I feel is the right thing to do, and that's all any of us can do. So yeah, if you weren't doing what I was doing in September and October, that's neither here nor there. I was only talking to you about what 2024 was about, and how it impacted me, and the things that I did to help my journey. But Spirit says you can do that at any time. Do it now. Okay? You don't need all the resources. You don't need to have all the knowledge. You don't need to have all the skills. You just need to turn up. And so on that note, I am wishing all of you much love, good health, loads of abundance, and of all things, everything. Every good thing that life has to offer is abundance, not just money. And I seriously wish you to have confidence in yourselves, trust in yourselves, and a high level of self-esteem. And absolute happiness. Wishing you all one fantastic, happy new year. Bring on 2025. Love to you all. Bye for now.